well, what am I supposed to do when my friend Downwind Sim reaches out to me with the brand new, hot off the press scenery? You just have to go get an airplane that matches up so that you can go fly. you you got to learn the theme song, my friend. All right. So, yeah, it's not often I get to do two streams in one night. But yeah, everybody at my house has gone to bed. So I'm messing around in the NHAdrian Carenado unofficial Carenado 152 mod, and I actually was talking with my good friend Downwind Sim. Hello, Downwind.
Greetings and salutations.
And we were doing a little bit of we were going to try to do this all offline, but my screen share kept freezing, so I'm like, all right, I'll just fire up the stream and I'll show you everything that's going on. So here's what we've done so far. We turned on the iPad replica with Avatab. I'm gonna turn that back off because I'm not going to use that. But there's all this stuff here. Tundra tires I'm not going to worry about. We're going to stay on the regular hard asphalt. I forgot the name for just a second. The asphalt there, and yeah. So anyway, there's just a couple things, and I was showing him how the seat moves, and I was showing him how the sunglasses make things a little darker. And then there's another thing that this is like it's a sound canceling headphone. So when we get going, if the engine is too loud, which this is a loud airplane, well, we can throw that baby on. I don't know what this. Oh, this one. Nope, that doesn't come on. But anyway, it's got all kinds of things. I think there's a way for you to get like a pizza box here and all that, but I think it's kind of like the prop strike where you have to adjust your total weight. I don't even remember. Do you remember what it was? It was your total cargo or something.
I'll never tell,
Okay, yeah, but
but
anyway,
uh,
there's
but we
some.
can provide you with some downwind sim binoculars for this baby for sure.
And then here's the checklist. It's hidden up above, and it's kind of just right over here, and it's a pretty cool little resource. Um, if you want to move the whole shooting match, you can. Well, all right. So look how it's spelled here. So I don't know if it's the NHAdrian or if it's the NHAdrian or who knows. But anyway, it's the mod. I'm just going to refer to it from here on out as the mod. I've seen it spelled both ways. I think I have it spelled in the stream as NHAdrian. So if you stumble across this, please accept my apologies. But anyway, you can move the checklist around, which is kind of slick. You know, if you're wanting to mess around down here with the panel, and you just want to have that out there. And then you click at the bottom to go through everything. And I'm not going to go through all of it because I haven't yet. But I mean, it does all the pre-flight stuff. One thing that I think is kind of cool is all of the pre-flight stuff that you have to do. It's almost like a little reality expansion pack. So
Hey,
like,
Black Fox. Yep,
hey, Black
it's a
Fox.
152.
Yes, the Carenado and the
That stands for
152
Christmas 152. Is what that
Christmas.
stands.
So like all the pitot covers and the chocks and everything, those are on right now, and the only way you can get them off is you actually have to go outside. So you have to open the door. You have to physically,
What?
yeah, you have to come outside here, and you have to use your arrows and your plus and minus or your period and whatever
I
comma
went some
key.
thinking.
But you, yeah, but so anyway, you get out here, and then you can access the click spots, and so it's pretty cool. And then the other thing that you can do is you take off the you take that off. You see the oil is up there, and so oops, and I bumped my head on. Don't do that. You can bump your head on the wing apparently. But yeah, so again, all that stuff is simulated, and you can check. I think there's a dipstick. It's probably on the other side.
Medic.
Yeah, just no. I just need a little bit of ice, Black Fox. I'll be all right, really. I've
Stay at
had,
home.
well,
Stay by the cookies. Don't
I,
panic.
listen. I played high school football. I'm gonna have CTE no matter what, so it's okay. Most of it, the damage has already been done. But yeah, I mean, not just yes, but yeah, yes. And I don't
Oh,
know if that's good or bad. That looks kind of like it's low and a little bit off color to me, but I don't know what to do about that just yet. I guess we could add oil maybe. Anyway, we're just gonna just pretend we don't see bad things, and we're here
don't break it.
we're here mostly to look at the scenery, really truly. Um, and
Hey,
so
look at that
yeah,
muffler on there.
yeah, that's the supposed to be the noise canceller, and then it's got all these tools, and then you can spray things in there that are flammable, and you put WD-40 on it if it's supposed to move, and you put duct tape on it if it's not, right?
Perfect.
All right. So anyway, and then you also there's a way that I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna hit my head again, guys. Yeah, just probably
Careful.
just go around, right? Oh, man, I got to get better at this.
Must be Canadian. Duct tape in the toolbox must be Canadian.
that's that's the universal language there, my friend.
Yeah,
That
I think
is
that crossed international
that's
boundaries, and
right.
we do that here too.
Agent Bravo 7, hello. Welcome, party of 9. Your table is waiting for
It's now
you.
it's now waiting.
um, one of you can
Nobody has
ride.
been waiting long.
One of you can ride in the first officer seat, but the rest are going to have to ride in the back. So I'm horsing around here. Anyway, that's where you can put the gas, and there's, I think when you do that, you get, like, if you're low, you get a fuel tank or something down here. But yeah, so anyway, super cool stuff. Hey, Kenny Monster
Kenny
is in the
Monster,
house.
Ken's here. Hi
Awesome.
everybody.
Oh my goodness, you guys. So great to see you.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
How's shopping in Duluth or St. Cloud, wherever you ended up? Fun? Hey, flying stool. This is the go nowhere fast airplane, and I think I may be in love. Just when you think you can't love another Cessna, here it comes. But anyway, so the
Craft
checklist.
MSP. Yep.
Yep, I
That's
love
all right.
Rapid City. I love Rapid City. Yeah. All right, but anyway, so you go through. It's got a very, very detailed checklist, like more than I ever knew you really even had to check on a 152. I kind of thought a 152, you just sort of, it's like your old pickup. You just hop in and turn the key, and if it goes right, you're good. But maybe not. So,
It's the
um,
Melvin Leroy way, I think we've heard.
so let's do the. So I'm gonna try to get it started, and I struggled with this actually a little bit. But we've done okay pre-flight inspection. We sort of did it. Passenger briefing, everybody. We're just gonna fly around a little bit, so buckle up and hold on. Doors. We do need to close the doors, and I'm gonna leave the
Doors,
window open
yes.
because it does it does simulate the fogging like that you get on the A to A, which is
Oh,
pretty
you're
cool.
kidding me.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
awesome. We've done all this. Let's see. Fuel shutoff valve. Here, this is kind of a whoops. This is kind of a tricky one, and luckily for us, they've left it. I believe it's default on, but it's clear down here, and so you have to Like that's off and that's on. So it's every time I fired it up, which is now the third time, so I'm an expert. That's been on, so that must mean that they leave it default on, which is nice. I do think they maybe have a click spot though that takes you down there if you need it. So Agent Bravo 7, as usual, I am the last to find out about these things, but
Click spot.
well, just I'm talking about mods and cool planes. So I'm the last. This is like a year old, so everybody else is looking at this going, yeah, the Jeff Favagano already did this. Ben there did that, but for me it's new. But the thing that Jeff Favagano doesn't have is he doesn't have a scenery designer that's pairing with me and actually sponsoring this stream. This stream is sponsored by Downwind Sim Binoculars. Top of the line simulation binoculars for your simming experience. All right, here we go. Let's start this. I got to get this kind of out of the way so I can see what's going on here. So mixture is going to be full rich. All my circuit breakers, every single one of them's modeled, which is awesome. Carb heat is cold. The primer, we're going to give it about 3 shots. It's kind of like the old wobble pump in the Beaver there, isn't it? Love it. Throttle, we're going to open it.
Melvin and I are usually the last to the party, so we
So I asked you about this, Agent Bravo 7, and again, as usual, you had an influence on me and my debit card because I actually asked your channel in Discord what was the way to go, and you said that it looked like this was kind of the more popular way to go, and I assume that you meant just because the price, and so it's $25 for the Carenado airplane, and then the mod is free, so versus 41 for the Just Flight. However, just in case nobody out there knew, the Just Flight, there's a sale going on right now through PC Aviator, and you can get 30% off the Just Flight 152. So that actually takes the price down to like $29. So it actually, Downwind Sim can attest. It was a little bit of, it was kind of a touch and go day for me because I was back and forth, and anyway, but yeah. I prefer to use stuff, not debug. Yeah, and I was a little worried about that too. However, part of the appeal of this is kind of that, this is sort of, we bolted this on. Now go fly in the bush and have fun. So that was ultimately what did it for me. And so, yeah, but like I told Downwind Sim, there's a chance I may end up with both of them by the end of the night. We'll see. Because, I don't need one.
You can never have enough 152s.
Can't have enough 150s. You got to have maybe 2. So, all right, where was I? I was trying to get things started, and I digressed. Master switch on.
This is it. Bush Hooligans version 2.0.
Yes, it is. It is. Well, we're not really in the bush. We're at Bonny Doon. Lorna Doon. Lorna Doon's the cookie. Bonny Doon. This is the Downwind Sim. This is the new scenery, man, that's out there. I'm dropping it on y'all right now. Master switch. What am I doing? Master switch on. Beacons. Let's turn the beacon on.
You got it.
I need a stereo cockpit, please.
San Francisco, Agent B7, is like
brakes
10 miles to the north.
Prop. Clear prop. Sorry about that, guys. By the way, how does my new gaming headset sound? Do I sound dulcet?
Oh dear.
Wait till you see this runway, Agent Bravo 7. You're gonna love it. It's really truly, yeah, it's good stuff. All right. Jeez Louise, can I get this thing started? Props clear. Okay, here we go. Ignition. So the keys come down. This is kind of cool. Then you go 1, 2.
Wait, where'd you get the keys from?
They were sitting up here by the glasses. As soon as you see, how loud and great is that, by the way?
I don't know.
As soon as you click on here, the keys come down. But now here's the cool thing. If that's too loud, put the noise canceling headphones on. Huh? 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 I love that. That is so awesome.
Magic moments.
All right. So that's enough of the checklist. I mean, there's the whole checklist and all that stuff. We'll put that guy back, and then the rest of it we'll just wing. Pitot heat can come on. I don't need dome light, nav light, and strobe. I don't have taxi. I don't. Why don't I have a taxi light? Weird.
It doesn't have light.
That's weird. So then the other thing is
It does. Dark.
it does simulate the panel lighting, and then the other thing here too is if it starts to fog up, you have to turn on your air and your heat to keep your windshield clear. So that's closed.
Nice.
Yeah. So all right, here we go. Close that up. Very quiet. Very quiet. And I am assuming that this little grass strip right here is where I go to, or do I just taxi down to the end here, my friend?
Either way.
All right, so let me go 2280. Even though I'm not connected to VATSIM right now, so it's no big deal. But brake is in. Tell me if you want the noise canceling headphones on or off. They're on right now. That way you can listen to me ramble on, or I can put them off and you can just enjoy the sound of this this awesome stupid little plane. Why do I like it so much? Maybe I needed the big tires just to taxi to the runway. Uh-oh, now I'm stuck in the mud. What's going on here?
Well, it rained last night.
So the one really big thing that they have over the Just Flight is the sound pack is very, I like it. The Just Flight, it kind of is I don't know, I don't like it as well. It may be more accurate and but yeah, I like the sound of the buttons and obviously the engine and the brakes and all that stuff. So is there a windsock in the house here?
It's midfield.
Oh, lovely. So you get to figure out halfway down if you're right or not. Okay.
Well,
So
you should, while you were doing the pre-flight,
I
you should
want
walk
you
over there and look.
I want you guys to take a look at something that I think is really cool. So I'm going to use my downwind sim binoculars, but I want you to look at the detail on this runway, the edge of this runway. It is, oh, hey, hello. It is something else. I mean, look at the cracks and the lines, and I mean that is awesome. So let me zoom you out. Let's say you're coming in here and you're like, hey, who's that cool guy in the 152? But then the second thing you like is, wow, that doesn't look like a default airport. And so
I think
you would
that's
be
Santa Cruz in the distance, isn't it?
you would be right. You would I don't know. I was in California when I was in 5th grade, and that's the only thing I remember was I remember going to the ocean and Disney World, and that was all. Oh, and SeaWorld. But yeah, I mean, look at that. That's so cool. So well done, my friend. And it's so Downwind Sims scenery available on the Org store. 19.99. It's a bit high, but it's worth it. I mean, it really is. It is so
It's not
worth
on
it.
the store.
It's not on the store, but well, why did you charge me $20 for it then? What the heck?
I want to go to Starbucks tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right, so here we are. We're getting lined up. She's a little bit wobbly and just kind of like you ought to.
X-plane only, yeah.
It is X-plane only, and not for Macs. Windows only. You guys on Macs, you can figure it out yourself. Okay, let's see. I had leaned it a little bit. We got to go full rich for takeoff, right?
Black Fox is leaving.
Oh my goodness. That was all it took. 10 minutes. Oh, he made it 20 minutes. Tell Blue Fox we said hello, by the way, my friend, and have a great night. Thanks for checking in. Let's go flying. Ooh, a little bump there. Likey, I likey.
Don't get anything.
There's 40 knots. It looks like we guessed right. Ooh, although I'm trying to fly off the edge of the runway here. There's rotation speed. And look at us go. Look at us go. I'm sorry I don't have the flyby. Like, I think there's a way you can do an external view, but I don't know how to do it. But yeah, I mean,
Put you outside, right?
Shift 4 does put you outside, but there's one that does like the static flyby and but yeah, this one's kind of loud. Good thing we have the muffler on. Holy cow. So, yeah, I mean, come on. What's not to love? The only thing that I'm a little bit bummed about right now is I had a custom livery that was specific to my grandpa's 152. So the 152, if you're wondering what's the big deal, that is the plane that my grandpa took me flying in when I was a little kid. And the plane that in the intro screen, that's me in the number 32. I'm leaning on my grandpa's 152, and I had a friend that made me a livery, and so anyway, that's why 152s kind of have a special place in my heart, and probably why I will truly own maybe more than one of them. Okay, turbulence.
You got active sky turned on?
I do. Holy cow.
Yeah, turn around, because for some reason, or turn it way down, because it's like totally unrealistic.
Is it? Okay, well, I might just for this, I might just do this. You're going bye-bye for right now. So I don't know what the, okay, there we go. Yep. I'm just turning it off for now. Let's see. I'm gonna try to head back and see if I can.
See, it's civilization, Agent.
Right?
You're not that far from.
No, this is yeah, this is nice.
Silicon Valley's just over the next set of hills.
I may not be able to make it back. I didn't really pay attention to what runway. I took off from runway R, so I assume I need to come back on runway L, or?
No, it's just a restricted airport.
Oh, I see.
Don't land here.
Ah, so what was? Do you happen to remember what the? Or do I have to actually pull up my Avi tab? Because I don't know where I am at. Truly.
You need to make a left.
Do I? It's over here somewhere. Ooh, I kind of.
12 and 30.
12 and 30. Okay, so I'm kind of on the.
It's one of those
downwind, one of these brown spots.
Near the top of the hill.
Okay. Well, I stayed pretty much runway heading, so it's got to be right in here somewhere, right?
Yeah, that's probably it. Just off your wing spar.
I'm gonna see if I can overfly it and just confirm.
You're the first one to set wheels in here.
Well, we're not there yet, my friend. So there's also a little bit of. All right, well, we'll see here. One of these areas. That might be it right there. Yep, I think that is it. Oh my goodness, we're over speeding at 100. Nope, yes, that's it. All right. We're over speeding at 120 knots. Easy, girl. So you said 3-2 and 13, is that right?
No, that's not what I
No.
said at all.
What?
I said
Oh my goodness.
I said 30
30 and 12.
and 12.
Okay, so we are sort of on the right downwind for runway 12. All right, wish us luck. This ought to be fun. Landing light. I might as well put the landing light on, right? Let's do this. And the reason I was reading, the reason why the strobe is like an option is because apparently it has a little bit of a like a buzz in that comes over the comm frequency, and apparently that's really what happens, but it's like annoying as all get out. So Mr. Adrian decided that he would give it an option to, if you didn't want it, you didn't have to have it. So I think that's kind of cool, but we should maybe turn it on just to hear what it sounds like. All right, so we'll turn right base. I got a feeling we're super tight because I just sort of flew midfield and then headed downwind. So I don't have high hopes for this round out. But we'll do what we can. Let's just take a peek here. Oh, it's over there somewhere. Oh, I see it. Yeah, we're gonna be past it. We'll have to come back to it. Okay. Over there. That's why I need you in the cockpit, buddy. Too bad that shared cockpit thing was kind of a bust. Got our hopes up, and then it was like...
Yeah, has anybody in the chat done the shared cockpit plug-in for X-Plane? We tried the demo of it earlier today, and
it showed some promise.
As soon as we started moving, it quit.
It did show some promise, but yeah, it wouldn't.
The plane would crash.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a limitation of the demo version of it or what.
Yeah, but it sure doesn't encourage you to want to spend 30 euros or whatever it costs if you can't even get a 30-minute demo. And I just don't, when I research it, I don't see a whole lot of people using it. It's kind of like, yeah, you would think you would have a few more. I don't know what the approach speed, I'm guessing it's going to be around 50. Okay, full flaps.
That was in that POH that you skipped.
Yeah. We have captured the localizer.
Watch the trees at the end.
Right? Who plants a flippin' tree at the end of the runway?
They're tall. All the neighbors are mad because this airport's still open uphill.
Yeah, that's true. That's why they shut it down. They're just letting nature take back over. Yeah, virtual chainsaw, buddy. If you're looking for user feedback, I heard someone say that this tree needs to be trimmed. Holy cow! Like,
there's
oh
a big
my
one
gosh!
Right there.
Okay, down we go.
I need to fix that. Okay.
Oh, and I kind of landed backwards, didn't I? Come on, girl. I carried a lot of speed down because of that. I think we're in trouble.
Brakes.
Reversers engaged. Let's go to the tail of the tape, shall we? Altar. Let's see how that looked. Was it as scary as it appeared?
Yeah, I'm chopping that tree down right now. Just
It's kind of like that St. Bart's approach, man. You kind of have to like do a little nose down. Oof. Oh, I think I might have clipped it. Way too much energy. Ground effect, ground effect, ground effect, ground effect, ground effect, still ground effect, more ground effect. And... oh, and a little bit of a bunny hop. Doggone it. That wasn't bad though. And look at that. Look at the grass and the edge of the runway. Well done, my friend. That was that's a solid piece of scenery, my good man.
Feels like you're there.
So, okay, here's what I want to do. I want to do one more pattern, and I want to try to land the other way. I got to get out of replay mode. Oh gosh, darn it. Oh, I don't know what happened. Was...
What happened? You hit the ejection seat?
I hit Alt R to get out of replay mode, and apparently it didn't like that. All right, we're gonna just do this. We're gonna. That was unexpected. Yeah, roll the trucks. All right, we're doing this. So I landed. Which way did I land? There.
Uh, pick pick that in, yeah.
All right. So let me just. I'm thinking this plane's probably gonna need a little bit of work. So let's go to the. Well, let's pick a. What do we want here? Red. There you go. That'll eventually be probably the November 11816, won't it? All right. Oh, I should have just started with it running.
Hey, Northwest Orient's here.
Oh gosh.
How's the scenery going?
Oh gosh. Hold on. Sorry guys.
Out in Dogwood Air Park.
Apparently I'm gonna have to restart everything because it was still giving me the warning. Yeah. Northwest. I can't wait to. That was that. Apparently, that last little aerobatic maneuver was enough to get a follower. Thanks, Pilot Dan. And sorry about that. If you are a real world 152 pilot, or really a real world pilot of any kind, that was a bit unexpected. All right, resume last flight. Let's see where it puts me. And I also have to do this, guys. I'm so sorry. This is the nightmare of OBS. Oh, and now it's gonna just like not load. Well, maybe I should cut my losses here, guys.
It'll go.
All right, I'm just gonna give it a
Let it
second.
be.
Give it a
Let it
second.
be.
He flies. Pilot Dan flies the 172, but that's what the sim is for. Yeah, well, I guess they don't have replay mode in real life, do they? So that's okay.
Only in sci-fi movies,
I don't like
right?
this. I don't like this at all. Um, all right. Hate to do this, X-plane, but I'm gonna.
It's going. You just not.
No, it's
Huh?
not. It's dead. It's dying. It's dead where you're dead where you're standing. Oh, it's merely a flesh wound.
Yeah, you have to wait. I agree. In the Denze, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Not
probably right, guys. Okay, I'll let it go this time. I
don't
just the
click on
only
anything.
start it, wait for 10 minutes. The only other time I've ever had it do that, the wheel of doom there, it crashed on me. So I was just anticipating a little bit. But yeah, so
That's the truth in the dens, isn't it? There's
it
a lot of
is.
data that it has to load through.
Well, and for some reason, every time I add a new scenery, it just gets that much slower. And a new mod. So that means you're doing it right, I think. Don't
Yeah.
click. Start. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. It is still nothing compared to my P3D load time. That
P3D's worse?
oh yeah. Well,
Oh my gosh.
but I have like at least I want to say 10 times the add-ons. I mean, I have for every one plane I have in X-plane, I have 10 in P3D. For every one scenery, I have 10. I would guess, and so it's just all. Oh yeah, there's that Bonny Doon issue again. So yeah. By the way, that's not good. Okay, so let's see. I think we're okay. Let's find out what happens. Battery on. Mixture full rich. Crack the prop. Little primer. Snorty, snorty, snorty. Keys in. Alright, so this is the way I just landed with the big tree behind me, right? I do think I like these noise canceling headphones, so that's kind of a cool feature. Okay.
Take the chocks out and get rid of the.
Oh gosh, you're right.
Mosquito cover.
This is gonna get loud for a second, guys. I apologize.
Pilot Dan, this is an airport that I just worked on today. It's called Bonny Doon, and it's Charlie Lima 77. It's just south of San Francisco, north of Monterey and Santa Cruz, just a little bit. Little private airstrip up there.
Yep, and you guys that are stopping by from Agent Bravo 7s, I would encourage you to go follow along with Downwind Sim. He's got a great channel. He's got a fantastic Discord, an awesome guy, and very talented scenery developer, very talented, just all the way around. Great guy, and I would check him out. He's one that's worth the watch for sure. So here we go. Let's see. Full steam ahead.
And the Den says I have P3D, but since I shifted to X-Wing, I can't go back.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that way. There's no doubt. I still, because of all my add-ons, I still do fly quite a bit in P3D, but it's not. Hey, all right. Bag of Bones. Thanks for the raid. Welcome, everybody.
They're saying your microphone's too quiet over
Too quiet? Okay. So I am breaking in a new headset here today also. So I appreciate the feedback there, everybody. All right, so we the cavalry's here. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I just kind of finished it. There's a few more tweaks and stuff that I need to do to it, but I just sent it over to Melvin Leroy to give it a whirl, and we were looking at it.
Yeah.
The video call wasn't going so smooth, so we just decided to stream it. But it's great to have you guys in.
Yep, it is. Thanks, guys. DeCustis, welcome. Everybody that just came over there from Bag of Bones, that's Downwind Sim. My name is Melvin Leroy, and welcome to Prop Culture. It's Agent Bravo 7 has actually dubbed us the Bush Hooligans, and we're trying to change our name. We're trying to clean up our image a little bit, so we actually departed from a field with an asphalt runway, and we're flying over a populated area here. So yeah, anyway, but we do our fair share of bush flying, and basically here's how it went down. Thanks for the follow, man. Here's how it went down today. So Downwind Sim hits me up at about 4 in the morning and says, "Hey, I'm working on the scenery, man. You're gonna be really excited." So wakes me up, and so I'm like, all right, cool. So he tells me what the scenery is, and so naturally I'm like, all right, that sounds like fun. You know, it looks like a good place. You know what I need? I need a small, like a light GA aircraft in there. I do have the prop strike, you know, and all that good stuff, but I need the like something like a 152. So I start researching 152s, and anyway, I end up with this NHAdrian mod for the Carenado, and I'm just having a blast. It's just crazy how much fun this little plane is.
He's getting nowhere fast.
And well, you know what? But that's okay, because it's like it turns a 100-mile flight into a long haul. So, but I just after one day I've got some big plans for this plane right now. Well, I better turn my air on because I'm getting a little bit of condensation there. So, but anyway, yeah, welcome. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, we love to.
It's too much hot air.
Yeah, I can't argue that. So, all right, we're on the downwind. Actually, we're on the downwind for the leg I just landed that I don't want. So that's because I was going to
Overfly
go the other.
again.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to overfly, and I'll try to land the other way. So I just pulled off. By the way, you probably missed. Like I'm sure somebody clipped it because it's going to go in a POH somewhere. How to land when you have a 60-foot Douglas fir 5 feet from the end of the runway.
I
It
just cut
really.
that down in
Okay.
the Sebring recut. So
Okay. But yeah, it was a little sketchy, but that's sketchy is what I do best. So
land
now
the other way.
I'm gonna try to overfly here, and maybe try to enter a pattern for runway 30 then, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Step
Yeah.
one though is I've got to I've got to find the airport again. Where are you, airport? Peeking and looking. Can't be that far off, can I? On the top of this hill, I know. Mist is moving in here. Where is it in relation to this little hill? Come on, you rub noses with every inch of this
I would guess it's
countryside.
to the right.
Over here somewhere. All right.
This is not Neuromancer. This is not the Just Flight version. This is the Coronado with the NHAdrian C152 mod stuck to it.
And yeah, Neuromancer, don't get me started because all I did all day long after getting that message at 4 in the morning was just agonize over which plane to go with. Because you can't mess up the 152. You got to make the right choice.
Okay,
All
it's
right.
maybe 10 o'clock Central Time, to be honest.
I'll have to go back and look at the message. I've got the documentation. All
I
right.
do too. Let me see.
I have no idea where this airport is. Where in the world is this airport?
I think you're too close to the ocean. It's up the hill.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't remember being that close to the ocean. All right.
Sorry,
Oh, here's
I'm away from the microphone a little bit.
Okay,
Sorry.
here's a brown spot that looks promising. If not, one thing that is cool about this, you know what? I'm gonna pull this out. One thing that is a cool. So there's a couple reasons why I went with this over the Just Flight, and I'm gonna just say right now that I think in looking at what the different streamers that covered both, I think the Just Flight has the better. It's has the better flight model. I also think the Just Flight probably has the edge on the interior modeling, but there's a couple of big reasons why I decided to go with this plane. There we go. And one of them is there's a few different things that it offers that is important to. Well, the VR experience is not super important to me, but Downwind is an Oculus Rift guy, and he does a fantastic job with that. But he has to have everything up and running, and so one of the big things that they did with this mod is they just optimized everything for VR. So let's see, where am I? Bonny, Doon. I'm way past it. I got to turn around. So that's one reason. Is there's just a few different things that are options now, and I also know some people like you can if you want you can load up a GPS in here, and that's not really my style, but I know there are some people that do you know they like that. And so oh, they're having a hard time hearing you, by the way, Downwind Sim, if you're back on the mic. I apologize for that. I got a new headset. I'm trying to get all the levels figured out and all that good stuff. But anyway, so the other reason is right here is Tundra tires. I do a fair amount of backcountry bush flying, and so that was really appealing to me, is to be able to to pop on the fat tires, and so at the end of the day, I think either one of them. I didn't really hear anybody that have a bad thing to say about either of these planes, to be honest with you. So and it was really a tough call today. The price has always been the big difference. But today I got in my email, I got a notice that Just Flight through PC Aviator is having a 30% off sale. So the price of the Coronado and the price of there's our airport. And this is the way I want to land. No, this is the way that has the large.
You're on a left downwind. 430.
Is that the one that has the tree? It is, isn't it? I see the tree. So anyway, to make a long story short, the Just Flight is like $29 now with the sale, and this one is $25. So you can't go wrong with either of them. And so yeah. So Neuromancer said he's got the 152 Just Flight. Yeah, so, and he unfortunately paid the $41. Well, I was prepared to, and until this morning, and I don't know, I don't think there was a wrong choice, which that kind of made it nice as well. So, all right, so I'm going to turn around, and my whole goal for this second half of this flight, I didn't mean to be here quite this long, but I wanted to show everybody the approach from the other direction. So here's I'll just overfly the field so everybody can see it. There is a large tree. Well, maybe not. Maybe it is the other way. Which way has the big tree? I think it's that one, isn't it? It's a big tree that kind of got in the way on final there. So we're gonna try.
You're approaching runway 30.
So
runway 12 is the one with the tree.
Oh, so I really was. I should have just kept going. All right, well that's okay. Everybody can get a little sneak peek of the scenery and just how it looks awesome. I mean, really, really well done. The helicopter circle there. Yeah, I'm missing a building because I have a library that I don't have loaded, but otherwise, I mean, there's everything else. All this stuff is put in here really, really nicely. All right, so let's come back around. We'll go left downwind for runway 12 and
runway R.
Runway R. Runway R or runway L? Yeah.
They're both R's.
And Neuromancer, yeah, I'm with you. And I'm only about 2 months into X-Plane, and for sure the scenery, the libraries are a big. Initially, they're a big headache, and I mean, it feels like you're loading. That's all you're doing is just loading libraries. But at a certain point, I promise you, it gets better. And yeah, Agent Bravo 7, runway X. But anyway, it does get better, and you eventually do get caught up, and yeah, then after a while, you're in good shape. Runway that one. That
sounds like a bush flight.
Northwest Orient is taking notes right now on Downwind Sims airport construction techniques. Runway that one. Oh, X-Organizer. I've never heard about that, Bag of Bones. That's something I might need to check out. It says use it to handle loading the libraries that you need. Okay, so as usual, I like to extend my downwinds a long, long way because I'm terrible at flying patterns. But every time I fly one, Downwind Sim always encourages me and says you were a little less terrible on that one. Downwind Sim is the unofficial CFI of the Melvin Leroy channel, by the way. Actually, you wear many titles anymore, don't you?
It's hard to keep track of.
The Mad Professor, yeah, Partner in Crime, Bush Hooligan. Okay, there we go. I think we're semi rounded out here. Not horrible. Yeah, we weren't we weren't very square. It was still not good. Okay, so last time I was a little quick, but it was because I had to.
Yep, speed now. Pull
Yeah,
it.
oh, I'm way fast, aren't I? Holy cow! All right, I do think this
Carb
plane
heat.
slows
Carb heat
down
should have gone
fair.
on before that.
Carb heat on. No wonder I bounced last time. I didn't have the carb heat on. So stupid. Descending at 1,000 feet per minute. That's way too much for this plane. Second notch O flaps. Oh boy. Jason Shepard would not be happy. The perfect landing starts with the perfect approach. So far I have all but 2 of those things.
You can still dump more speed if you need to.
Yep, I'm going to go third notch of flaps. I'm totally idle right now. And I'm going to be just a skosh long on this one because I was kind of high. I got a little bit of little afraid of the trees, I got to admit. I'm going to use that as my excuse. Oops, a flare just a little early. There we go. Kind of a one wheeler. But I was trying to keep that wing into that low wing into the wind, right? Okay. So, man,
Very nice.
I'm afraid to go to replay, guys. Okay, this may end up in a flaming disaster here, but we can at least take a look at the replay.
Yeah, bag
And
of bones. Runway left over. Good enough. Absolutely. You did
yeah,
great.
we'll take it.
Even made the turn off to the hangar.
For as bad a pilot as I am, I will take that. Excuse me. Yeah, I definitely was coming in too steep, though. That's a pretty aggressive angle of attack. Yeah, kind of an early. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
You go click back up on the file. Is it file or flight? One or the other. It's flight. Click on flight and then toggle replay mode. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, because free's too expensive.